Hello, this is Skylar Rodriguez. It's December 10th, 2017. This is week 6, and I will be discussing the digestive process when eating a cheeseburger. So basically, I know that digesting food is a two-part system. There are 6 steps. The systems that I'm going to talk about are mechanical and chemical, or the processes are mechanical and chemical. Basically, what the digestion process does is it breaks down solid foods, and it changes them into a form that the body can absorb, which will then produce energy, as well as repair and build new tissue throughout the body. As far as the mechanical digestion process goes, it basically begins with your mouth, as your teeth will grind down the cheeseburger into small bits and pieces that you can swallow without choking. Even after the food goes down the throat, the mechanical digestion process includes the walls of the esophagus, the stomach, the small and large intestines, which will push the food along. And I'll get to the small and large intestines in a little bit. So that is the mechanical process before getting into the body. So chewing the food, getting it down, making sure you're not choking. The chemical digestion process, however, begins with when you see or when you smell food. When this happens, nerve impulses from the eyes and from the nose trigger enzymes. When you see or smell food, without realizing, your mouth will water, which will produce saliva. Your stomach will growl, and your intestinal glands will actually start leaking a digestive chemical. From there, as you enter the food into your mouth and start to chew, saliva will produce with the bits and pieces of food that you have been chewing, and that will make it easier to go down the throat, which will then reach the esophagus. At the bottom of the esophagus, it will open up a canal, which will allow food to go through it. So your stomach is located. A lot of people will, say that it will be located where your belly button region is. That's not the case, though. Your stomach is actually located on the side of your body, which is above your waist and above your waist and behind your ribs. The stomach will then release stomach juices that digest proteins and fats, which then produce amino acids and fatty acids. So from there, the stomach mechanically, again, will push the broken food along, and that will go to the small intestine. The small intestine will then pull out the nutrients of the food, which will be vitamins and minerals that the body needs. Just like the esophagus, though, and the stomach, contracting muscles that line your small intestine will then push the food along. So everything is working together to get to the end result. Now the small intestine, after it pushes the broken down amino acids and the fatty acids, pushes these broken down nutrients, and it will break it down, it will push that to the pancreas to digest carbs, and then it will also digest the bile from the liver, and then the pancreatic and intestinal enzymes will separate the protein, and that will result in receiving amino acids. More contractions will shove the broken down chyme, and that will go along the intestine, which specializes, or that will take the specialized cells in the intestinal walls, and the specialized cells on those walls will grab the sugars, amino acids, fatty acids, vitamins, and minerals. So it'll take all that into account. So all those specialized cells, after getting all those sugars, amino acids, all those, it's a building block to create new tissue. Let me just bring this down here. Okay. So other than water, after the small intestine squeezes out every last bit of nutrients from the food you ate, which in our case will be the cheeseburger, that part of the part that is indigestible will end up in the large intestine. So as far as the large intestine, also known, or also sometimes called the colon, after the bacteria digest from any amino acids that you have eaten, such as the cheeseburger, it releases smelly nitrogen, also known as passing gas. So the end result is when the muscular, when it contracts in the rectum, and that then pushes feces out of the body. So it's basically a one movement system. So starts from your mouth, gets to your esophagus, and then the end result is pushing it out of the body. Thank you.